Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video we have a build from our Discord from Lord 7. Look, we actually even changed the name, it makes it a lot easier to remember. But before we get into the build, I did want to show you something because I actually changed something with the build, and it's not using sure-footed. The build recommended these runes: Weapon Expert, Material Harvest, Efficient Extraction, Focused Mind, Divine Legacy, and then the Lord 7 recommended we use what was it again? Lord's Bane, and then Sure-Footed. Now, Lord's Bane only gives you 25% increased damage when the bosses are alive, whereas Focus Fire gives you 30% all the time for a little bit less area of effect, which we'll land up getting anyway because we're going to be using Reap and Shadow Stab. Now, the one thing I do want to let you know is, if you can see over here, we're going to show you two things quickly before we do the run, because I am going to change the runes and there's a reason for it. So before we do that, the first thing is Shadow Stab. You can see is a 1.5 second cooldown, and Reap is a 5 second cooldown. The build is Shadow Stab, Reap, and Shadow Orb. So we're going to be playing with that. You could maybe do Shadow Bolt for the aptitude, gosh, brain work, but Shadow Orb is very, very strong and very good at applying doom. So let's just go into a round quickly. As you can see, my character's weapon is at level 19. It was level 10 like 2 seconds ago. I just quickly, before we started recording, made it level 19 because I had the materials. The stats on the weapon is 72 movement speed, 115 cast frequency, and 86 crit damage modifier. So very, very nice stats over there. But like I mentioned, just take a look at the cooldown. So it goes from a 5 seconds, and then also I'm going to show you something else before we go out and change Sure-Footed to a War Tank, because War Tank I feel is a lot better. So let's just take a look at that. So it went from a 5 second to a 2 second cooldown, and a 1.6 second to a 0.6 second cooldown, just because of having the 160% cast frequency. And then the other thing is, if you have a look here, our block chance is sitting at 145, which is 31% chance to block attacks. So we're now going to go and change that to War Tank. We don't change anything else in the runes or anything like that. It's literally just War Tank being swapped out for Sure-Footed, and you're going to see what our armor is going to be at. I mean, our block is going to be at, from the very, very start, it was 31% chance to block, and now it is 54% chance to block. So we got 23% chance to block just from applying War Tank, because it increases the block power of absolutely every single block stat in the game. So that includes all the block you get from the skill tree. So we landed up getting 20% extra block chance just from equipping a 1 cost rune over there. Really, really strong. But let's get into the build and see how it fares. I did just want to really show you guys that, and it's disgusting. So if you're not playing with War Tank, you really aren't looking to go far into the game or get a lot of stuff going. But this build is actually really, really strong. Reap is really, really good. The only other thing that maybe some people like is using smoke bombs, so you don't have to rely on his ascension. However, the assassin's ascension is very, very strong, and you can rely on it. You can actually get it so that you have it for a very, very long time. You can actually keep it, and if you get the cooldown of your assignments or your bounty targets low enough, you're actually able to go and what's the word I'm looking for, kill the bounty before your skills, before the ascension actually runs out. So the assignment's every 54 seconds, but it lasts for 42 seconds, and if you land up keep getting the upgrade that makes it so that it reduces the amount of time needed for the next assignment, you can get it lower than 42 seconds, and when you do that, you land up having your ascension up longer than the the actual bounty ascension is. So you are able to keep resetting it without losing its effect, which is very, very helpful. So now we've got permanent ambush. So you're actually going to see the Shadow Stab leaving this shadowy area around us. I actually didn't know it did this until I played with Lord 7's build over here. I mean, I've played rebuilds and I've played with Shadow Stab, but I never really concentrated on Shadow Stab and it's actually really cool. Unfortunately, visually, as soon as you land up getting a lot of cast frequency and a lot of area of effect, it does become very cluttered. It does make it look very weird, so you maybe don't want to necessarily do that. But anyway, we're going to look for a lot of damage on Reap, not necessarily more cast frequency, and then we're going to go and get more I mean, we're getting a lot for Shadow Stab there, but we're going to go and get all of that juicy multicast as well as damage, and all those beautiful, every time you land a hit it causes doom, because you know that's going to help us. Then we want the multicast, we want the extra dash as well, so you know now we have no negative effect from War Tank. We're back to up to 3, and you can see just by getting one bounty target upgrade, we actually landed up getting ourselves a nice juicy 48-second cooldown on it with a 42-second uptime. So we should receive the bounty target anytime soon, and once we do, we'll be in a better spot. Just for the ambush, you know. But there you go, you can see just how quickly we completely wreck the bounty target. The guy is obviously running away from us, so we do hit him with the ambush, which makes it a lot easier to kill him. And it's just a really easy target to kill. Yes, we need to run away from the corner to get it, so some people may not like that because they like to just chill in their corner and AFK. So I mean, for AFKing, Barbarian will always be better, but if you like to actively play, I think the Assassin has a lot more opportunity and a lot more possibility to be more damaging than the Barbarian, because there is a rare or uncommon upgrade, this one over here, Bounty Hunter, which increases the damage by 4%. So we are starting off on 30%, and we can go all the way up to whatever number it is depending on the amount of luck we have, and that's going to be putting us in a really good spot. So there we go, we don't need more of those upgrades, we can actually go and get rid of them, so the next time we see it we can actually remove it, because now the bounce target is every 36 seconds and it lasts for 42, which means he will be up 6 seconds before the ascension actually runs out, which is plenty time to go and reset it. If you feel like 6 seconds isn't enough, you can reduce the cooldown even more, and then you'll be at a better spot there for yourself. So I don't really, I mean, I can't not take it, guys. I'm sorry, but we were at a 5-second reap, we're now at a 1.4-second reap. We are still applying a lot of doom stacks. I mean, the bosses, you can see, are completely getting wrecked. We aren't on max curse. There is no reason to be running max curse anymore. I mean, you can do it for a challenge. If that's what you guys want to see, let me know down in the comment section. I will make every single build a max curse build, but it really isn't that difficult to do. This build right here will definitely destroy max curse as well. How far it gets into overload, I actually don't know, but you know, that's irrelevant to the actual build. It's a very strong build and very nice to just do quick runs with it, or to go into overlord. You do have quite a bit of tankiness. Again, we do have a lot of positive buffs over here. We've got movement speed, crit damage chance. I mean, if you have a look over here, with we got a bit of form luckily from Shadow Stab, but we over 100% crit chance, 400% damage, which is actually huge, 200%, like nearly 300% cast frequency, and the stats just keep going up. The armor and block do need a bit of work if we wanted to go into overlord cycles, so we would start taking it now, and we can even increase the duration from 42 seconds to 46 seconds, and that's going to help you over there. But we don't need things like that. We could go damage, and we should be okay getting like more crit, more crit chance, the magnetics, and more doom on hit. So the thing with the multicast over here is I actually want damage. Ooh, skill chain doesn't work here because they're all shadowed. There we go, there's the damage. And we'll keep the area of effect as well. So I actually completely forgot about the Shadow Stab again, because you know we're having a chat and everything. But there you go, you can see the Shadow Stab leaving this shadowy aura around us whenever we proc ambush, and because of our ascension always proccing it, it always is up. So, you know, that's what it is. If we go and get area of effect, you can see it increases the shadowy aura or area as well. And that does deal damage as well. So, you know, it's pretty cool. The ambush damage dealt is 3,200. So this shadowy area along with the hit, so we're doing about 6,000 damage with the actual skill itself. So that's pretty cool. The Doom is doing X amount of damage. Oh, it's actually even more. So it does 3,700 damage Doom. It does 1,700 damage. And then the ambush damage dealt is also 3,200. I'm not sure if it also emits it. So it's saying that it also deals that damage. Okay, so that is an actual increasing damage. So we're doing about, what's that, nearly 5,000 damage just from the shadowy stab and the aura that it causes, and then we've still got the doom that it deals, and then also the other, you know, all of that. So that's pretty huge. The doom, total doom damage on Reap is actually massive. I mean, just think about how high we can get this number. We're already on 838% increased damage for that. So what we would do is increase the damage that we can do. We would take a lot of powerful strikes over here because it goes from 838 all the that didn't actually increase the instant damage done, but it did increase the doom damage done. Still would take it. We wouldn't need the area of effect, and we would go and grab that and some health, and we would start going on defenses and then just focusing on Reap to try and get the damage up and running over there. But a beautiful build by Lord 7. Thank you so much for the suggestion. It is very, very strong. I did tweak a little bit about the runes, but the build in essence is still there, and it dealt a whack ton of damage. So thank you so much for the suggestion. If you guys want to throw builds my way, you can post them on the Discord, or you can just let me know down in the comment section and I will take a look at them. And I hope you enjoyed the videos. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.